Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video of how to play Spectre Operation, we'll be looking at the medical action. In today's example, we have actually three different squads of professional US Army soldiers that has been ambushed by some insurgents that are right here in front of the road here. As you can see here in the middle of the road, in the previous turn, one of the US Army guys has been shot and he has not been killed, but he is injured. The counter on the right said that he's bleeding out and he will die in 5 turns. Indeed, when a model is hit and not killed right away, you need to roll on that casualty table. There are 4 different levels of wound. The light wound is pretty much nothing and have no permanent effect. A medium wound is stun for 2 turns, suffer -2 to move and agility stat for the remainder of the game. So it's still not too bad, but at 3, 4 and 5, 6 things get serious. Serious wound, the model is injured and begins to bleed out. See on the next table and it will die on 5 turns. So he actually rolled a 3, that's why he's down and he will die in 5 turns. And the catastrophic turn, the model is instantly unconscious, is incapacitated and begin to bleed out and will die in 3 turns. If you look at the table next, it tells you the different effects based on the number to death. So here that model received a medium wound, a 3 on the table, so he should die in 5 turns. Here we are already in the next following turn, so here I should already move that to 4. If I, for whatever reason, can't manage to reach my guy here before that counter reach to 0, that model will be dead and won't be able to be healed anymore. But in our case, it's just the next turn after it has been shot, and we can still do something to try to heal him. The first thing I may want to do in that situation is maybe try to deploy a smoke grenade on the opposite side, just to be able to cover my guy that will try to bring that injured model to safety. So that might be one of my first actions, and this is covered on the deploy non-lethal grenade video. The next step will be to try to bring that guy to cover, because we don't want to heal him in the open like that. To drag a model, one of all your other models need to be in base-to-base contact, and then that model can move the injured model to the distance of your agility stat. So in my case, let's say that this model was already in base-to-base contact with the injured model. My US Army soldiers have an agility of 4, so that means in that case that I can move this model 4 inches. So let's see where we are at 4 inches, so that means I can move and bring him behind the car, right there. If my model here, my other soldier, was not starting in base-to-base contact, I'm just going to remove some of that distance. So here I will need 2.5 inches to move to be in base-to-base contact. That means I will only be able to move that guy only 1.5 inches toward the car. So it's still the same turn. I managed to move that guy to safety, but right now I have no medic in base-to-base contact with that model. My medic is here with the Coyote backpack next to my leader. In the meantime, what you can do is a first aid. When doing the first aid action, one of the models is actually putting his hand on the injury, stopping the bleed out. So in our case, we are still in the same turn. That model move and actually drag that injured model up to safety. So this model can't do anything else that turn. This guy, for now, he didn't do anything. So what he will do, he will turn around, enter base-to-base contact with that model, and he will stop the bleed out by doing that first aid action. That means that when we'll switch to the next turn, that counter won't move. It will remain on 4. Finally, on one of the following turns, the medic managed to move and enter base-to-base contact with the injured model. So now we can try to do the medic action. The medic action is one of the tactical action and it's done in the movement and tactical action phase. To do that, first your model needs to be equipped with a battlefield trauma kit. So here, that's why I said that this model is actually my medic. No, you can't have every model equipped with a battlefield trauma kit. To make a medic tactical action, you need to make and pass a command test to successfully heal the injured model. So in our case, my medic have a command agility of 3. So normally, I should be rolling under that 3. Here I roll, for example, a 5. That would mean that that model is not healed that turn and is still injured and have the same injury level. What is however pretty cool is that you have a +1 for every assisting model in base-to-base contact with the injured model. So in our case, I have the medic that is healing the model, plus I have this one and this one that are still helping, that are still in base-to-base contact with the injured model. That means I have a +2. So here I have a 3 on my command stat. That's basically a 5 with that +2. And here I roll a 5 and I need equal or lower to my command stat for that command test to be passed. That means that here I successfully heal that model. Successfully healing a model means two things. First, that model is not bleeding out anymore. So that's pretty cool. The second thing is that it also reduced by 1 the wound severity. So here we had a 3, we had a serious wound. Now, since I've been healed, that model will be switched to a medium wound. He still have some negative effect, but at least he is not bleeding out anymore. However, if that model is injured a second time during that game, he will be automatically killed. Because in Spectre, a model can't be injured 2 times. And that's it for this video. Thank you everyone for watching it, and I will see you all for the next one. Bye everyone!